Yo, 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 what is going on, CoD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and wow, talk about a surprising update drop just out of the boonies, if you will, the woodworks, the cuddy bows. And we got update 1.0.32, Songs of Arcadia. We're going to go through this, give you our honest review on what we think, and you can let us know what you think. As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure you throw us up, because it helps out a lot. All right, so update is going to be dropping in 3 days. Now, let me point out on the 14th, the shocking thing about this is that this is kind of out of character. Usually, we have about a week's worth of a window where we'll get the patch notes, and then a couple days later, we'll get the pre-download link, and then the update drops. This is kind of all out of order because we got the pre-download link, and then one of the mods confirmed that the patch notes were going to be coming out this morning, as they did, and then the update's going to drop, but we're getting the time to when it releases in half the time that it usually does. I mean, again, listen, no one's mad about it necessarily, but again, opportunities for communication. Okay, I want to point out initially that I am enjoying already just the uplift, if you will, the facelift on formatting for the mail itself. Most of you know I very much enjoy having something that is more pleasing to my eye, and it almost feels like they've upped the font size a little bit here and there, which I'm not mad about. So, the only thing that I would love, and I don't know if they've done it yet, but I'm going to call it right now, is if there's moments where maybe some expanded explanation is required, and I could mouse over one of these, and then it gives me the pop-out text, similarly to what you'll see for some heroes, where if you mouse over some of their some text on their description lines for skills, you'll see that it'll pop out and kind of give you an explanation. Okay. Here we go. Number 1, major update. City theme improvements. Removed debuffs from existing city themes. Current and future city themes will now only provide buffs. Okay. Personally, I would have liked if they just gave an explanation there. I mean, that's okay, but this is also one of those things where, look, are you getting feedback on that? Do you just not agree with the direction? Having some form of explanation that gives us an insight into your brain and what you're thinking, how you're thinking, and why you're thinking it really can help, especially if you're trying to connect with the community. Just kind of giving us these blanket statements, I mean, sure, is it nice to see that at least we're getting the information? Of course. But we really would like to know the why behind the what, if that makes sense. Number 2, new events. Smash the Shadows event, now available. Shadow forts are terrifying structures forged by dark magic, threatening to plunge the land into darkness. Oh, how dare you. Launch rally attacks against shadow forts and protect the realm from chaos. During the event, each alliance can summon and raid one shadow fort at a time. An alliance can only launch rally attacks against shadow forts that it has summoned. The more total damage the alliance deals within the time limit, the greater rewards alliance members will receive. The more damage you deal individually, the greater the personal rewards you receive. The player who deals the most damage could win a reward multiplier of times 10. Okay, so this is interesting because once again, this is if this is a brand new event, which it seems like, very much is reminiscent of the Titan Tula event that we've often spoke about, and we've shown you a couple times from Infinity Kingdom, where basically there are these 3 ginormous spiders that spawn across the home kingdom map, and everyone in the kingdom can go and teleport to those areas, or do a slow caravan move. And you can then participate by attacking this spider, where the objective is, once again, to do total amount of damage, and you'll get and usually it's just personal rewards. So I don't believe there's alliance rewards in it unless they've made some updates in the past couple years. But this is something that I actually like. Now, would I love for them to also add an event like this that expands and builds on this foundation of it just being for alliances, and also is something that the entire kingdom can do? See, that's the thing about kingdom builders, is that you really need to create a kingdom community and not just simply an alliance community. And I think this is one of the major flaws or unfortunate circumstances of these games where you just don't have enough of that. And I don't want to get into, I could do a whole TED Talk on this, right? On why it is so negatively impacting for a game developer, for net profit, for community building, for being able to have high levels of player activity and low player drop off. There's so much that really goes into this, but I just want to simply state that that's something that we need more of, not less of. And it's okay to add things in that are specifically for Alliance and more AVA style events, But don't forget about the kingdom as a whole, as it really is the most important. But I do like this event, right? So I think this is a W for me. Number 2, holiday event, Songs of Arcadia. Okay, so this is just a standard 7-day event. Okay, we'll move past that. Number 3, new gameplay. Achievements system now available. All new achievement system is now available. Commemorate each step of your journey through Tamaris. Achievements are divided into 5 categories. Development, social. Oh, this is basically the rock thing, right? Where you have achievements in rock, and it's just basically extra. It's just ways to get extra rewards. If that's the case, not mad at it. I'm actually okay. I don't mind that kind of a system. I actually would really like if they had a loyalty type system, like for people that have high numbers. Like if you hit certain consecutive login periods, like maybe you hit 100 consecutive logins, 200, 300, 500, 1,000, things like that, where you just get extra rewards because of that. Again, those are the things that I think that can keep players playing because they feel a sense of almost like entangled investment, where it's not just, I guess, incredibly linear or in one direction, but it's multifaceted, right? Where you're not just simply, oh, I'm leveling up my building, I'm leveling up my tech, and I'm getting this. No, I get to work on things, for example, like an achievement system, like a loyalty system, things that reward you for your time playing. Maybe something that would reward you for, active movement or active, or maybe there's a way to gauge activity, right? Where if you're playing for 30 minutes or 60 minutes you're logged in for, or you're logged in for 2 hours and you're constantly doing things, maybe you'll get rewarded for the amount of time that you're in, right? Not just logging in, but actual movement, right? So maybe the game can track when you're moving or you're clicking, and not just clicking on an empty space, but there's actions that are being done, and maybe it can calculate the amount of time that you're doing that, and then it can kind of reward you for the amount of time that you're in. I think Rock or another game did this at some point where, you would get rewards for if you've logged in for 5 minutes, if you're logged in for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, right? Now, obviously, if you just want to do it generally, that's fine, I guess, too, as well. But, for people that are just, and maybe you don't really care about the bots or the people that are using any kinds of scripts, etc., because it's probably just a few people. It's not like the majority of people are doing that in the game, but just kind of a general thought. So we have development, sociability, conquest, peacekeeping, and exploration with trophies, rewards available for each category. When the achievements feature becomes available, only certain achievements will be calculated using historical data. Other achievements will only begin recording related data once the feature becomes available. Cool. Okay. Combat system. Number 1, battle UI or user interface improvements. Removed redundant data from the battle report screen, making it more concise. Okay. Improved display for rally battle reports, making them easier to read. Okay, sexy. We'll have to see how that looks. Added battle statistics. You can now directly see the sources of damage, shields, and healing in battle. Okay, nice. Added battle report categories. The battle report page is now divided into 3 tabs: PvP, PvE, and other. Okay, so an opportunity here on the patch notes. If they would have made these 3 things where I could mouse over or I could click and it would just give me a pop out or a drop down and just an example of one example for each, that would be great. Okay, 4-2. But do I like that we're seeing some battle report improvements? Absolutely. Okay, number 2, simple improvement, mode improvements. Simplified settings for simple mode and provided presets. I love the preset thing. Standard, extra, simple, and custom, allowing you to choose what information is simplified according to your needs. This is nice because I found myself when I was going in and watching battles, I really enjoyed this simple mode and the customization options, but having to kind of reset it and reallocate what I'm going to pick each time seemed like a little bit of a hassle, so this is great. Your needs to switch between modes at the touch of a button. Improve the simple mode settings, screen, and controls, allowing you to adjust Legion detail and battle effect details. Okay, that seems great. All right, number 3, Elk Rider improvement. Oh boy. The Spring Warden's Elk Rider's unit's original skill, Cavalry Charge, has been changed to Wild Barrage. When launching a normal attack, fires arrows at up to 5 enemies, legions, including the target, reducing their march speed by 30% for 3 seconds. For each target hit, the Legion gains 150 rage and takes 15% less damage for 4 seconds. Oh, geez, wow. Effect can trigger once every 10 seconds. Okay. Only takes, 6-second downtime in between. Only takes effect when your Legion is composed entirely of Elk Riders. The Elk Rider's base attack increased to, for level 1... Oh, maybe this is from level. So they got a little bit of a buff. Okay, this is interesting though. So it's up to 5 legions it can hit, and it reduces march speed, which is basically slowing them down, so you'll be able to catch up to them a little bit faster, or have other people catch up to them. So your cav can kind of almost be like a frontline slowdown advanced unit for each target. I wonder if this will be something where, like, if people are running away, you'll just send a bunch of cav and just try to target as many individual units as you can, so that way the people that are running away will allow for the infantry and the range units to catch up to them a little bit faster. I wonder if we'll see something like that. But okay, I mean, this is massive. I think the Legion gains 150 rage for each target hit. I mean, that's each target. So you hit 5 targets, that's, what, 750 rage? Again, if it stacks in that way. And takes 10% less damage for 4 seconds. Wow. And again, I guess that's only if you're hitting that many units. I mean, are you going to be hitting that many on average? Probably more like, what, 1 to 2? Maybe 2 to 3 on average. But the potential for that, I mean, this seems pretty big. I'd love to know what some cap players think on this. This seems like a nice change, but it seems like it could be decently impactful. Number 4. Army group feature improvements. Oh boy. New army group same movement speed feature. When enabled, all legions in an army group move with the same speed. Improved legion multi-select. When multi-selecting legions, you can now select army groups you created. Okay. Number 5. War pet system. Number 1. New skill upgrade system. When upgrading war pet skills, you can now consume skill cards of the same star rating. Oh, that seems efficient. Skill cards of a lower star rating and other war pets who share that skill. Okay. This seems like just better quality of life. Your current war pet skill upgrade progress will be calculated as a percentage and displayed in a new manner. So basically, they're turning in the war pet skill cards to essentially upgrading hero star ratings, and they're giving you like that progression bar. Okay, I mean, I guess this just seems like quality of life to me. Unless I'm missing something, someone can let me know. Number 2, exchange house adjustment. Purchase limits at the exchange house will now be reset every 1 week rather than every 2 months. Okay, that actually seems like a good win. Purchase limits have been reduced accordingly. After this adjustment, 0-star skill cards will be subject to purchase limits. Oh, interesting. That seems maybe like a debuff. Increased, or nerf. Increase the impact that single purchases have on war pet skill card price fluctuations at the exchange house. Okay. So a thing I'll say here is this line in particular seems as though there's an opportunity to expand on that. Now, again, for people that are purchasing in the exchange house often, you're probably already privy to that information. But for those that do not purchase in the exchange house that often, or for those that are just not able to ascertain what's actually happening and reading between the lines, having a little bit of an expanded explanation here, even if it's just another sentence, would be fantastic, right? So an opportunity there. Number 3, auto regeneration improvements. A skip animation option has been added to the auto regeneration screen, enable it to speed up regeneration process. Okay, quality of life, nice. War pet capture improvements. You are now guaranteed to capture a war pet with a talent skill with every 4 successful captures on the map. Okay, captured epic or legendary war pets are guaranteed to have talent skills. Okay, I mean, these seem like improvements to me. Is it enough of an improvement on the talent skill with every 4 successful captures? That's a 4-to-1 ratio. Someone will have to let me know on that for people that often capture war pets, not me. War pet strategy update. The war pet strategy tab now includes hero recommendations, allowing you to see which heroes pair best with a war pet in battle. Okay, nice. All right, some of the goods. You guys know me, man. I love an alliance. I love the other improvement screen. Let's see what Daddy's got in store for Daddy. We're going to stick with that. Number 1, Warband Behemoth raids. From Season 2 and onward, Warband members can help out in both Standard and Elite Behemoth raids. Wow, okay, that is an improvement. Standard raids, Warband members whose Alliance territory is not adjacent to a Behemoth lair cannot purify Behemoths, but they can help other Warband members whose Alliance territory is adjacent to a Behemoth lair during raids. So basically they can attack, they just can't purify. Warband members, which I guess makes sense because you would need to have connected territory in order to purify, if that's correct. I mean, as far as if you're looking at like the final step of that phase. During raids. Okay, Warband members who help out in raids cannot receive first occupation awards, but they can take place in damage rankings and receive corresponding awards. Okay, so some limitations, but still, Just the fact that you have the capability to do it seems nice. Warband members who help on elite raids cannot receive first occupation. If this is the first elite raid to be completed on a server within the time limit, Warband members who take part in the raid can receive the corresponding behemoth avatar frame reward. Okay, so that's nice. So basically just allowing for you to help out. I think that's actually a nice improvement. I'd like that they're investing a little bit more in what Warband capabilities are when really realistically it should just be kingdom. It should be a kingdom band. I don't, but again, I get it. It just, realistically, it should be everyone in the kingdom that can have the opportunity to do it as long as they're participating. The warband thing is just like, okay, hey, just, officially sign up and join my clique kind of a thing. Okay. Number 2, improved village raids. Improved village raid mechanic for Season 2 and onwards. You can now launch raids on villages without a road connection. That sounds nice. Fixed an issue with where village buffs would still be active after a player left their alliance. Now all your occupied villages will remain. Yes, I'm keeping count. That's 3. I have no idea why a guy could sleep drinking cold water. Will remain occupied after leaving an alliance. Leaving an alliance, but their buffs will not take effect until you join a new alliance. Okay. So they're kind of like saved in limbo, more or less. Okay. Number 3, alliance building removal limits. Players must now meet a minimum city level requirement to remove alliance buildings. You must be at least level 10 to deploy legions to remove an alliance building. Interesting. I wonder, are they doing this to try and stop alts from just like doing the bare minimum level up to join an alliance so that way they can manage the alliance? Are they trying to say that you need to have an active account to be doing any kind of alliance management? I don't know. This feels a little extra to me, maybe. But is this maybe something where are they noticing bots? Are they noticing kind of script usage? Is there something else here? Maybe. Though if I'm just looking at this at face value, I don't know. Again, if I'm managing and I just need to put an alt account in there and I don't have one leveled up, being able to put whatever the minimum level is to join an alliance, if it's 4 or 5 or so, just to put it in there so I can do something and move my main somewhere else, there is value in that. So yeah, maybe there's more to this, and I'm just may not be privy to it. But yeah, I'm unsure on that one. Number 7, personal development. Ooh, this is a new one. Behemoth Trials improvements. The Behemoth Trials challenge failed screen now includes guidance on how to improve, allowing you to target your weaknesses and improve your chances. Okay, that's nice. Added a new reward for clearing stage 5. Now the first time you clear the stage, you will gain 10 Kela tokens. Okay, you can now buy Pan tokens and Naren tokens in the trial store. Okay, so more opportunities to get heroes. Okay, that's a win. We should be adding more heroes to gold chests, though, and more artifacts to the compendium. Is that right? God, I keep forgetting what that name is. Chest opening improvements. Reduce the number of keys required to open all. Okay. Healing UI improvements. Added the ability to filter for flying units at the shaman. Okay, that seems nice. And now we get to other improvements. Probably my favorite section because it's miscellaneous. You just don't know what you're going to get. It's like playing roulette. All right, here we go. Number 1. Brink of War event improvements. Reduce the amount of resources required per donation during the preparing for war phase. This change will take effect when version 1.0.32 comes online. Improved, okay. Okay. I mean, this is one of those things where a little bit more explanation would have been nice. Was the feedback from players saying that it was too high? Were you noticing that not enough kingdoms were finishing off the phase? Just a little bit of added context here would be great. Once again, an opportunity. Improved red dot notifications for the preparing for war phase and added new notification mail message when reward items are obtained. Okay, quality of life, not mad at it. Number 2, sharing Legion formations. A share button has been added to the Create Legion screen. Tap it to share your current Legion formation to the chat channel, including information on your commander, deputy, artifacts, war. Oh, this is nice. Okay, this is cool. I like this. I think Infinity Kingdom actually had something like this where you could share your loadouts. So yeah, no, not mad at it. Wonder unlocking improvements. Improve the process and details for unlocking wonders. Okay, cool. Number 4, season summary adjustment. Reduced the difficulty of attaining Yagdra crystals in season 1 summary. The amount of Yagdra crystals you can obtain remains unchanged. Okay, a little bit more context. Once again, opportunity there. Even if it's just saying the challenges or less buildings you need or whatever it may be, just giving something here, right, would be great. Again, because now you're just leaving it up to people to go and figure the thing out for themselves. Yes, do I understand that there can be some things that are nice for you to go and figure out? Sure. But I'm not saying you got to tell everything. Just give us a synopsis or something, like something brief. Number 5, gem use confirmation. Improved the gem use confirmation feature. You can now set a minimum threshold to require a confirmation message by going to settings. Oh, that's nice. Okay, last one. Secondary password feature. Added a secondary password feature. You can set a secondary password by going to settings and customization. When enabled, a secondary password will be required for certain actions using legendary hero tokens, disbanding level 4 to 5 legions, using or gifting dragon tickets, and migration. Okay. My brain is spinning. So they're adding this in as a way to make it difficult for people to log into other people's account and make purchases, or they're adding it as a way to limit or dissuade the primary account holder from going and doing those things by needing to put in a secondary password, or helping them against potential hacks. Or maybe just people who are using, I don't know, bots, and maybe they're doing purchases on, yeah. The first one seems like it might be the most telling to me, at least from what is coming to mind right now. However, I'm sure some other people have other ideas on what this could be applied. I'd love to know what you guys think. And again, on anything else that we touched on, let me know in the comments down below. This is actually longer than I thought. Someone told me this was going to be a short one, but this is decent. I mean, yeah, there might not be as much overall language as there was in the 1.0.31 update. But I will say that I like the new formatting adjustments. I like the increased text. This is nice. One of the things that I want to point out that I would really love to be able to do with mails is to like minimize this, have like something that basically puts this indented over here, like an arrow or something that I can click to close this, so that way the mail screen is bigger. That would be awesome. It just kind of sucks that the mail screen is only about half of the screen. I'd like for it to be 2/3 or even 3/4 of the screen. That would be great. So an opportunity there as well. Aside from that, you know, again, I actually will say this isn't bad. I think that this is, for the most part, still a W update. There are a few question marks and one or two things that I don't know. But I do think that there's more good in here than there is questionable or bad, if you will. And again, those are my thoughts. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Would love to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. That's going to do it for me. As always, until next time, we'll catch you later.